guys, this is Production Music Live with another tutorial, and in this one we are going to create a powerful chord sound for future bass with Serum. And we are playing those notes. It's a full chord and it sounds very interesting that way. Let's turn off everything else. Drums and bass. And we are using Serum by Vst. And we are going to make this sound from scratch now. So let's duplicate this instance of Serum to make sure we have the MIDI files. Now we are going to take off the effects. So this is how Serum comes at the start. Well, the first thing we want to do is activate both oscillators. We have those sound creating oscillator A and oscillator B over here. And over here you can select your wave tables, and I'm going to select the MB saw for the second oscillator. You can see all those different positions in the wavetable if you move the slider of the wavetable position up and down. And we are going to use the second wavetable, digital evil long grease, this one. If you click into this area, you see all the shapes. Well, let's put this one all the way up. And let's put the wavetable position of the second oscillator to 3 o'clock. Let's play it. Taking down the volume a bit, because we are playing so many notes, they pile up and actually cause internal clipping over here. Let's take this oscillator up 1 octave. Alright, and let's use the unison as well and drag up the voicing over here to 4. And we can keep detune, we can keep blend, we can keep phase and rend. This stays off for a moment. We're going to do something with the levels later, but now we are turning to oscillator B. We are also taking up the unison, keeping detuning and blend for a moment like that, and the other two parameters as well. Panning and level also stay the same over here. Let's listen to the sound again. You notice the difference of the unison, it really impacts the sound. Let's take a sub-oscillator, activate a sub-oscillator, take it down 1 octave, put it on triangle. Let's also put in a noise which kind of clicks at the start to have a powerful attack. And we can use a kick, for example, an attacky kick, maybe 13, put it up. So this is what we are doing right now. Now we have all 4 elements that can create sound in Serum playing something, and now we can work with the elements that manipulate created sounds. For example, a filter. Let's use a different filter. Let's use the German low pass filter over here. Put in oscillator B as well. Like this bypasses all those oscillators from the filter, and this is how you activate them into the filter. Put up the drive just a bit. So keep the cutoff down. Resonance up a bit as well. Panning can stay the same for a moment, and we are going to use a macro control for this filter. And let's call it cutoff, so we can control this. Let's put it up to, so now we have the cutoff put up all the way. Let's compare. We're almost getting there, but let's do another thing. Put up this second oscillator for the sub out. I'll drag it up like that much, and this is how we control. If you hover over this headphone kind of thing over there, you can control how much range you want to use. The sub also has an option called direct out, which will bypass not only the filter where it's used, but also the effects behind here that come after the creation of the sound. They will be applied before sending everything to the master, and if you want to have a clean sub, you can put on direct out. So let's do that. We can take it out here as well. But it will always go direct out even if it's activated over here. Now we can apply some effects in the back, maybe a little bit of chorus on top. Well, we can pretty much keep it that way, but take down the mix a bit. So let's try those 4 effects. A little bit of chorus to make it a little more spacious, a little bit of reverb maybe coming in late. We could control that quickly with a second envelope. Then we are plugging it all a bit together with the compressor to have it tighter sounding. And on top of that, we could use a little bit of a high shelf filter again. So we select not bell, peak or low pass, but we take the high shelf and put up the gain a little bit. Now I'd like to control this first oscillator with an LFO, just to show you how to use LFOs and maybe manipulate the sound a little bit as well. So let's take the first LFO, and if you click this button over here, you can select different LFO shapes. Let's open up some shapes here, and let's go with something like a sidechain for the start. No, maybe not that one, but which one is a good one? I think we could work with that one. Create a couple of knobs here, a couple of dots, and have it just kick in very, very smoothly. and then turn up here, something like this. And we create a rate of 1/4. We take the BPM triple dot, and we're not triggering, but we are putting it in envelope mode, 1/4. And let's apply this to the level here. Let's take the level down and go maybe this far. So into each bar, this LFO will kind of keep the level of this oscillator down until we hit this area where it will be taken up this far. Let's see if this happens. Bypass. So you're getting this wah-wah effect with this LFO. Without it, kind of like it. It's pretty cool. And let's do one more thing. Let's use the second envelope, apply it on the reverb FX over here on the mix. So let's drag it on there. Let's be late with the reverb as well. Maybe something like 800 milliseconds. We don't hold anything. We keep the decay up for something like this and keep the sustain 100%. Now we can cut off something with the Ableton EQ. We could also do it with this EQ over here, but this one is, to my eye, a little more exact. So I'm putting that one here, cutting off some lows because we already play a bass. And I want to tighten it up a bit over here with this compressor, threshold down a bit, and output reduced for the maker. So I think this sounds pretty awesome with Serum. It's really fun working with Serum, especially also in Future Bass context. We made a preset pack for Future Bass and Serum. Check that out in the description. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time.